Hi there and welcome to part 3 of BlockGroup's Masterclass, Brand Storytelling for Blockchain Brands. Now let's talk about the different types of brand storytelling. And when we talk about these 3 different types, we really abide by this great quote from a top marketer, Jay Bayer, who says, if your stories are all about your products and services, that's not storytelling, it's a brochure. Give yourself permission to make the story bigger. So how do we make the story bigger? Well, there's 3 primary ways to do so. The first way is brand-driven content. So this is content that's put out under the name of your brand, of your organization, your company, that creatively portrays the main subtopics within your company's macro story. So this could be anything from thought leadership pieces to roundups, opinion editorials, informational videos, listicles, interviews with other organizations, other partners that your organization might have. And I really want to show you a terrific example of this. This is from Basecamp, which is a software company that allows better collaboration in the workplace. But their macro story isn't just talking, again, about their product or their service, their software. It's really about talking about how can we help you make your workplace better, more efficient, more effective, etc. And so here's a great example, a blog post, how to deal with a micromanaging boss that certainly serves that bigger, better micro and macro story. The second opportunity here is through employees, right? Employee-driven brand storytelling. And so this is content that's either produced by employees or features employees that are interesting and certainly important within your organization. At the same time, we want to create systems and processes that encourage and incentivize employees to consistently use their own personal platforms to promote the company to the extent they feel comfortable and you want them to do so. Here's another great example from Basecamp, the CEO, Jason Fried. He has a ton of followers on Medium, always writing better and new content. And again, it's about the macro story here. It's not just about, hey, I'm the CEO of a software company that helps you in the workplace, but it's about, let me help you through my own voice in your workplace. In this case, how to make an open office plan more effective. And then finally, we have community-driven brand storytelling. So this is content that's produced or that features external people from your organization, such as users, vendors, customers, partners, investors. And to really take this even a step further, we also want to design systems to collect community-driven content and also enable these people to be storytellers on their own platforms as well. And so here's a great example of a brand, in this case, Buffer, another software company, using one of its customers or somebody in its community to tell a story that's outside of its organization, yet still promotes its macro story, which is social media in this case. The bottom line here, as we're talking about brand storytelling, is that we want to treat content as a product in and of itself, right? Most companies in blockchain, outside of blockchain, use content as a means to the end. But if we actually approach content as the end itself, as a product in and of itself, the content will become exponentially better, and it will allow us to actually create content that people care about, that's memorable, that appeals to emotions and rationalization, that gets noticed, that achieves reach, builds salience, and inspires relevant associations with the brand. So finally here, as we wrap up this webinar, we want to talk to you about how to actually measure the success of brand storytelling, because we do want to measure it. Data is important. We want to see results so that we know we're doing the right types of things. And so we look at a few amount of KPIs that will really tell you, am I moving in the right direction? Again, not overnight, not maybe in the first week or few months, but certainly, let's just say 3 to 6 months down the line. Are your followers increasing on your social media channels? Are you getting more subscribers to your email list? Are you increasing the amount of members in your community, for example, on Telegram? Are you increasing the amount of website visitors you're getting? And then the most important one here is engagement rate, right? Because followers and email subscribers, that's all good. But we really want to know is, are these people actually engaging with our content? So we can look at individual social media channels and they'll tell us what our engagement rate is. That shows how much people care and are interested in the content. Email open rates and click-through rates, how much time people are spending on your website, on your blog, for example. And then also there's tools that you can measure engagement within your community to see, are people actually involved and engaged and not just passerbys or quote-unquote internet window shoppers.